What up? It's your boy Kim back again in a day representing Mr. Kimani Capital. And guys, I wanted to talk about this token before I leave CoinGecko because it is, I'm seeing it doing a lot and a lot and a lot that's supposed to be doing. Let's just look what the token does. See, A's network is remaining streaming, is remaining, is reimagining streaming from ground up with a blockchain that integrates content, distribution, and tokenomics built for media. A's network uses a worldwide network of nodes to leverage peer-to-peer neighborhood bandwidth. Okay, creating an infinitely scalable content delivery solution at a fraction of the cost of the legacy CDN. So basically, what these guys are doing, they are trying to solve the problem of storage and all these operational costs that was behind legacy traditional streaming services like Netflix, um, YouTube, and it's not necessarily a YouTube competitor, which people tend to think it's actually gonna complement them. And chances are, EOS is gonna become a very, very huge player in that space. And you can see the maximum chart has been on a consistent downhill. Okay, I remember invested down here, went all the way up. I was caught up in this dump because I didn't take profits and I ended up panic selling somewhere here to do some other things. But right now I think it's at a good price, right? It's in a very, very good place to buy right now. Very good place, very fundamental. Just listed on FTX, very fundamental coin, very nice fundamental. So guys, if you're looking at a coin to invest in, you can check out EOS. Of course, do your own research. Yeah. Meanwhile, let's check out some candies. Let's get our candies right there, and then we also get our diamonds right here from CoinMarketCap, and that way you will be safe. You will be safe. Fantastic. That's done, right? Do you mean? Okay, done. Let's look at crypto bubbles. What's going on? Yesterday we saw Ape Coin pump 6x. Right now it's dumping almost 50%, so it has cleared 50% of its gain from yesterday. Of course, that was expected. Anytime a coin launches, we have to see the pump and the dump right after, so it's not a good time to buy it when it's launching. Okay, long versus shorts. What are we seeing happening in the market in the 1 hour, 4 hour? Everything is more bearish than bullish. Yeah, all right. Yeah, and I also have Luna Clash, guys. Luna Clash, as I told you, is a platform that pays you for giving opinions. So I've purchased an NFT on a blockchain other than Ethereum. Yes, I've purchased yeah. You can just come answer these questions and you get paid. DeFi insurance will be major trend this year. Yes, absolutely. Is carbon footprint of cryptocurrencies major issue? Yes, it is. Should government be able to ban cryptocurrencies? Should governments be able? No, of course. Social tokens will be a major trend this year. Social tokens, hot not. Yes. So yeah, those are my 5 opinions done right there. Daily points, and you can see I have some Luna to claim here. About to get to 1 Luna token, which is worth around 0 point something. Not a lot of money, but at least it makes sense. You get paid. Other sites you never get paid for creating opinions, right? And you can add more opinions here by looking at this news, which is trending. Coin the boy, Ethereum token, and who gets it, right? So we're seeing very nice bullish move. I actually realized that you can send Bitcoin. You don't need internet to send Bitcoin today. 4 ways Bitcoin network without internet. You can use radio waves, you can use SMS. Crazy guys, people are so innovative out here. Amazing. You can also check out Mesari, Mesari.io. Mesari also gives us news, updated news every hour. It's amazing. It's a very amazing concept to see, live time updated news. Then now, without further ado, let's check out the charts. So, guys, yesterday I came across a very new phenomenon that I want you guys to, let me know what you think about it. I've been, juggling between very different strategies for trading, but when I came across smart money concepts, I really feel like it really has an edge and really can be automated. See, there's something that I learned from the competition that I was, and I learned from one of the traders in that company, and it basically told me if your system cannot be automated, then the strategy is not worth it. It should be a strategy that can be automated to the fact that it can be coded uh, according to how uh, it should be, so that anytime those factors are met, boom, a trade is set, is trade fires, and um, you don't need to be glued on the chart. You just need now to maintain the trade based on how the market reacts. But if your system cannot be automated, which is crazy, right? Right now, the strategy that I use is basically support and resistance, bounce and breakouts, and also trend line breakouts. But then, how do you draw trend lines all the time? How can this be automated? That's a very, very, very big concern. It honestly cannot be automated. And then again, I watched a video that was really explaining about how this support and resistance zone are irrelevant, because essentially, when on every time frame there are different resistance zone, different support zone, and essentially, and he was giving a nice example which made a lot of sense. If we took a line, okay, we took a line like this and just placed line right there, again placed another one right there. All these are points of resistance. Even here, even here, there is some, at any point there will be a, at any point there is always some sort of resistance, there's always some sort of support. So essentially, um, this support and resistance will not work, because that's what everybody is seeing, and everyone is seeing a support and resistance at their own levels depending on the time frame that they are. So the most important thing is to now know how do these banks trade, because if you know how the banks trade, these guys are consistently profitable. They are market movers, right? They are market makers. They provide liquidity in the market, and they have to get paid by exchanges. And then, since they have access to high, very, 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 very high capital, what happens? Amazing. The access to high capital helps them now to move the market. They can manipulate the markets and move them in their favor. So, guys, the catch here is to understand where order blocks are made, and order blocks is basically where we have huge orders, where we know that now institutional investors are trying to get in the market. So, and basically what happens, he explained in a very nice analogy, and I liked it. And I don't know if you guys gonna understand, but you guys can tell me. I'll be backtesting the order block strategy and learning about it more, so that until I get the smart context, the smart money concepts, right? And he was saying essentially, what, for instance, a bank like JP Morgan, right? These are one of the investment banks who are market movers, market makers, right? They have $50 million of that they want to buy worth of Bitcoin, right? So they realize that the amount of orders that can the amount they want to buy, right? So they realize, yo, the price at which we are now is not, for instance, right now, the 40K 595. The price we are now is not really enticing for them to buy, right? So what do? They create a sell block right here, which will make the price go down. And since people realize, oh, the price is now going down, they start shorting. The more they short, the more the price goes down. Comes to a place like this, which is a very key support, right? So let me just this is gonna work. Yeah. So basically, price comes here. No, that's not working. That's not working. That's not working. Yeah. So basically, price comes here, and we expect a bounce. So we see a little bounce. Okay, bounce is to allow the shorts, the longs to get in, thinking that we are bouncing. And then what happens? They rally it all the way down here, liquidate the longs. Also, liquidate the buy stops that were around, the sell stops that were around here, thinking that we're going all the way to 30K. And then boom, come, retest again, come back again. People thinking that, now it was a retest, you're buying again. That's liquidity again. Then around right here now, the price is right. We have a lot of sell orders to match up the 50 million that you want to buy, and boom, that's when we see huge spike up, huge retest, and then boom, going all the way. So that made a lot of sense to me because literally, if you ask any amateur trader or any trader who has been trading, they have always been caught up in the fact that your stop loss is hit. You have very nice analysis. Your prices come somewhere like here. You've already put in your buy orders right there, and you have your very tight stop loss right there. And then what happens? Boom, it's hit. Then now you think we are going further down. You change your bias, and now you think we are going further down. And then right there, you uh, you get in. You're down in profits, kidogo, and then boom, you're out there at top down, and that's how the uh, banks or market makers manipulate the market. That's how the whales, as we call them in this world, manipulate the market. So essentially, he was trying to prove a point that support and resistance does not work because it's a phenomenon that retail traders trade with, and the only reason it works is because you might argue, I know people who just trade support and resistance and the trendline breakouts, and they are very successful. True. And why are they successful? Because they have learned an edge which is called discipline, right? They have decided they have a very defined set of rules and a very defined set of confluence. If it's not met, they're not trending. Unlike the normal retail traders where we just identify common areas of support and resistance, and everybody can identify this. We all know that we are ranging between 45K and 30 and 34K. We all know that. We can all see that, and the banks can also see that. So if we can all see that, that means you have no edge in anything because you are basically doing what 99% of retail traders are doing. So the only way to become consistently profitable is by understanding how the banks operate and trying to flow with their order flow, which is amazing. That was an amazing eye opener. I will be exploring the smart money concept very soon. So stick around, guys. I'll be introducing you to it. As I said, it's a learning journey. I'm just documenting my journey. Amazing. I really feel great about it. But anywho, we can see we are still in that downward pressure momentum. We just broke this trend line and kind of retesting it. You know, uh, I expected it to hold 40K, of course, because of the futures options expiring and the call options. The bulls have it, but I don't know if it's still gonna hold or we're gonna break down now that the call options made a profit, though very small profits right here. Okay, so yeah, when you go further down even to the 4 hour, you can see we are still in sort of a range. Nothing really much concrete going on. A lot of selling pressure and a lot of buying pressure, indecision, a lot of dodges forming right there. So essentially, we broke this trend line, came back and retested. So on a normal retail situation, we expect us to break above because that's That's what everyone is looking at, because this trend line that I've drawn here, everyone has drawn it. Chances are a lot of people are using it, a lot of people are seeing it, and are seeing this playing out really nice here. So if you see everybody is expecting a bounce, right? And chances are you can see a very huge drop first all the way to somewhere like here, okay, before we see liquidate the longs, and then phew, then now we see now that uptrend where now we liquidate the shorts that were there. So having understand that, that's very nice, easy phenomenon. Let's look at XRP, which we were trying to see yesterday, which is also gonna break the trend line. Yeah, so XRP is at a point where now I don't know why I did this, but this was supposed to be here. Yeah, it's supposed to be right there. So I thought, we're gonna break that, and shoo, if we break that, that's gonna be amazing. You can see we're still ranging just like how Bitcoin is ranging. Nothing much going to be going on. So let's wait for Bitcoin movement if it's gonna move after these options have expired. Let's see where we're gonna close up today before the US market opens. Let's see, guys. So, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Smart money concepts is the thing now, and I'm studying it as well. I'll be teaching you. I'll be talking about it. I learned about it yesterday from one of my fans on TikTok, which is amazing. You guys are such brilliant. Thank you so much for the comments. Thank you so much for the love, for the sharing, for even tuning up for the live every day at 10 a.m. You guys should join if you're not. Comment below. Let me know what you guys think about the market, and see you when you see me.